Hey guys, this is Gabriel Lorenzi, creator of the blog Grupo Dicas, one of the biggest travel blogs in the world, and today I am here to tell you all about car rental in Germany. So how to rent your car for the best price, how to save a lot because you can really save, what are the types of cars, what documents you need, how do the vans work. In short, these are several tips that will be very useful and will make a difference on your trip. So give us a like guys, subscribe to the channel because that really helps us a lot, and buckle up. Well, many people who go to Germany end up renting a car. Many tourists are speed and driving fanatics because Germany has the famous Autobahns. These are the highways and roads that have no speed limit. That's right. For those who don't know, it's something that scares us, but you should know that it's very well organized and there are practically no accidents. Two things first, they are very organized. They are very strict in terms of safety, in terms of car maintenance and so on. And the people who go at this higher speed have to follow the left lane, which is a dedicated lane for those who really want to go to the limit. There's no speed limit at all. You can really step on the gas, and people also end up having the coolest cars there in Germany. People usually have BMW, Mercedes, Audi, so they are safer, more stable cars that have a better performance and can handle that kind of speed, offering a certain safety for people. So a lot of people sometimes even dream about going there to be able to drive in the Autobahns. So car rental in Germany is very common. The roads are very good. The streets are well signposted, everything is very nice, the scenery is very beautiful, the landscapes when you go from one city to another are beautiful, and there are many people who end up wanting to do the tour around Germany, to go from Berlin to Munich to Frankfurt, to do other cities. There's also Cologne, which is very nice. There are many nice cities, but the itinerary is up to each person. Now we are going to focus on the car rental days that you can rent a very good car there with tranquility, paying very little. We will explain it all to you, so pay attention. We're going to give you all the tips. Well, the first question that everybody asks when they want to rent a car is, what documents do I need to drive a car there? The truth is very easy. Just like almost all of the countries in Europe, you just need your country's driver's license. Make sure it's not expired, make sure it's within the right time limit. But if you have your driver's license, your passport, and a credit card authorized for international purchases, these are the three items that the car rental companies require, so you can rent it easily. Another item that everyone asks themselves, is it difficult to drive there? It's very easy. We found it very easy. The roads are very good. The streets are good. Everything is well signposted. The people are really very polite. Traffic we found very friendly. In short, you won't have any difficulty driving, as we didn't have any difficulty anywhere else in Europe. We found it very easy to drive, especially there. So it's easy, no problem at all. You don't have to be worried or nervous because it's a very nice place, and the experience ends up being even better if you get to know the place by yourself, by car, and the roads. Another tip that's the most important is how to save a lot of money and find your car. What happens? There are many big car rental companies there. There are some that are gigantic in Europe and worldwide. We recommend that you go to the bigger ones to avoid headaches. We have done it in smaller ones and ended up having some problems, so we always go with the bigger ones, which are Alamo, Eurocar, Thrifty, $60 budget, Avis, and National. They are several companies, all good and very similar, so what we recommend is that obvious tip: search them all because the price varies. Some have promotions and you will get a much cheaper price by searching them all. You don't have to look everywhere. There's a car price comparator that's sensational. We'll even leave the link here in the description of the video, along with all the other links of tools that we use to save a lot on your trips. It compares all car rental companies, so you enter the date of your trip and it will list all the car rental companies, the available cars by car category, which is very nice, and you can guarantee the best price and the best car rental guarantee there. They have a price that's even sometimes much cheaper than the rental companies themselves, as they are the biggest comparator practically in the world. They have a very strong negotiation with the rental companies, and their prices end up being even better than if you went straight to the rental companies and rented with them. So just by using the price comparison tool that we'll leave here, the link, you will save a lot. We always use it. Another tip is to book in advance. Just like the hotel too, the lodging, the sooner you do it, the cheaper you pay because it works on demand. As people rent cars and we run out of cars in stock for that day, the prices goes up. The earlier you do it, the more car options you have a chance to get a nicer car and you can get a much better price than if you leave it until closer to the trip. And we think this tip of booking in advance is to make the reservation through the internet before using the comparator or some other site, because sometimes people leave the car rental there and it's the worst option because you will pay more. The purchase is in euros, you will pay all the taxes, fees, you run the risk of not having a car on time, you will waste time there, 1 or 2 hours to do all this process at the car rental company, and then book before, make the reservation through the internet. Another important tip is insurance. What happens whenever you rent a car, you will see that the basic insurance is practically already included. That's against theft, robbery, and accidents. This you need to have, it's very important, but the rental companies try to push other extra insurance for glass breakage, scratches, in short, several other things. In our opinion, over all these years, it's not worth it because it's a high cost and we never needed to use it. It might happen and you might need it, but in our experience and with everyone we talk to, we don't take this insurance. If there's an option to get extra insurance, don't go because it's not worth it. The price is high and you end up saving a lot if you don't take those insurance that appear in the middle of the road, so it's better not to do it. And another item that comes up is the GPS rental. You need the GPS to locate yourself because you don't know the country you're visiting, but what happens, the rental companies charge around €6, sometimes 7 to rent the GPS per day so you can use their GPS in the car. But if you buy an internet chip to use your cell phone abroad, you will pay cheaper than that than you would pay to use the GPS for about 8 days, I don't know, 10 days, and you buy a chip so you can use your cell phone internet at will during your whole trip, so you will pay less for the chip than for the GPS, and you can use your cell phone as a GPS. It works very well. We will even leave here in the description of the video the link to the chip that we have always used it in our last trips and that we found very good. We have tried several of them because there are a lot of them. There's one that has an excellent signal. It worked even in the small towns in the interior of the country, sometimes at the beach where we went further away. It worked everywhere. It was very good. You buy it and quickly you receive the digital chip in your email to download virtually. It only works for some phone models. Then you go see if yours is on the list. You arrive with it already working in your phone. It's very good. You can charge it. You can use the application to track it anyway. There's a chat room if you need help to find out what's the best chip. You can chat there. I'll leave the link below. Another tip, as soon as you rent the car there, pay attention, ask what the fuel is. We are using some kind of fuel, sometimes we don't even realize it, and when you need to fill up the tank, you won't know which is the right fuel for that car. In Europe in general, most cars are made with diesel, but you'd better ask so you don't have this doubt when you fill up. And the price to fill up is not as expensive as we think, it ends up being cheap. You will find it very cheap to rent a car there, just like in the United States. For those who are used to higher prices, you will be surprised because you will end up paying a very fair price there, so you will see that you will not need to spend so much on gas. And now talking about the tolls too. Many people have this doubt, but any big car rental company that we recommended to you rent the car, they are already registered with the license plate in the toll system there. So usually you can pass it directly to your credit card that you left when you rented the car. They charge you later when the report arrives at the end of the month because they have everything right with the city hall, with the toll companies, and then you are automatically charged. But the tolls are not expensive, they are very cheap, and the values are much lower than we always imagine. We always picture it being more expensive. And another important item is for those who are traveling with children, they need the car seat. So as soon as you make the reservation, you will see that the option will appear for you to choose. It's super easy, at least in this comparator that we use here, it already gives you the options for so many years old, of so many kilos of the child. Then you choose. When you pick up the car, you confirm it, but usually they give it to you and install it without any problem. But take a look because it's important. You can't risk traveling without a car seat because they give you a fine. They are very strict with the safety issues. And lastly, there's the category of the car. So take a look, there's no best or worst, it depends on each one. There are the economic categories that are much cheaper, which are popular cars. In Europe, the cars are very small, no matter what country you're renting. There are those very small cars that are much cheaper, and there are cars a little bit bigger, full size, sedans, so check them out. Our recommendation if you're going to drive around the city, everything, take the economy one. Save a little bit, it doesn't make that much of a difference, the cars are good, but if you're going to go on the road, make longer trips, you will spend a little bit more, but it's not that much of a difference either. If you want to upgrade to a higher category, you will see that the difference is not high, it's even low, but sometimes it's worth it to have some comfort and not have any trouble on the road. There is the trunk space. Pay attention to the trunk, because sometimes we forget that we are carrying those giant suitcases. Sometimes we come back with more suitcases than we left with because we buy something there during the trip. So take a look at the luggage compartment too, so that you won't have any problem. And that's it, guys. I hope you liked the video. If you like it, please give us a like and subscribe to the channel, because that really helps us a lot. And follow us on social networks. We're always traveling in the world, trying to show travel tips in a very cool way, and our routine for little ones, which are a lot of fun. And when you're there on your trip, be sure to post a story and tag us. Tag me at Lorenzi, because we like to repost for people to see, for everyone to follow your trip, for us to follow, because we like to see people using our tips and being in the places. And be sure to watch the video on how to save a lot on your trip to Germany, a complete video that we made with all the tips for you to save a lot on your trip to Germany. I will leave it here on the side. It's very good. Be sure to watch it along with the playlist that has all the other videos from Germany for you to watch. So that's it, guys. Thank you very much and have nice trips.